Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. May going to throw right away. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
13 yards on the play. And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
To throw, it's May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. They'll swing this out to Henderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
We're going to throw. May. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing here is May. Now he's going to step up and run. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Operating from the gun, Corcoran. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. And call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy.
To the air, May. The 20, 10, and touchdown. Adnan Mitchell, 41 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Visitors, nothing.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
for a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Corcoran. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, 29 yards. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. May going to give it to Henderson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals' 9-yard line.
He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Brian Thomas, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or we cool to do it here in football?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Operating from the gun, Corcoran. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Corcoran. Open man is Chase, complete. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Back to throw. Corcoran. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. St. Brown in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down. Corcoran. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll check this down to Henderson out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Crazy, crazy.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
From the shotgun, it's May. It's caught. Mitchell breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown. And Mitchell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score our home team 28, visitors 10.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Visitors 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Bengals.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
13 yards.
Looking to throw. Corcoran. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bengals. Amon-Ra St. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Crazy, 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 crazy.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll throw now on the final play. They set up the screen for Henderson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fighting through at the 25. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll change things up. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. looking to put a drive together. One play action. May. Now he'll tuck this and run. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there. 53 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll throw with May. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's the... And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Visitors 17.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Right back to Brown. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
This is Brown going up the middle. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase laying himself out in the end zone. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with May. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Trevion Henderson from 4 yards out. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Visitors 24.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
In motion comes the tight end left. From the gun on 3rd down. Corcoran. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, a run with Henderson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll audible to something else. They run once more with Henderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Trevion Henderson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Visitors 24.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Corcoran. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
Back to throw again. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's another Bengals.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. The drive begins with a run by Henderson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the shotgun, they run with Henderson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 77 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, May with it. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. To the air, May. He'll try to pick it up himself. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
1st and goal, Cincinnati.
Let's go. 13, 79,
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. McPherson on for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Team 63, visitors 31. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that that first round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
At least they were running the ball in the final play instead of trying to throw it to rub it in, but they still got in the end zone. I kind of blame that, though, defensively. They were just kind of not even willing to stop them.
Yeah, they had an opportunity, but I think they looked at the scoreboard and said it doesn't matter either way, and that probably affected them on that play, and they ended up giving up one more score.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.